talk about, you know, the New Atlanta and the field being different. Like
more black people cooperating with one another. And more black and white people understanding that cooperation is what's going to push all of us forward. I don't know who the white boy was in Buckhead that moved down here, wanted Buckhead to succeed. God bless his soul. He stoked a lot of fear, a lot of bullshit. But white folks who've been in Atlanta and been in Georgia long enough know that we know how to sit at the table. Everybody don't always get what they want. Most people don't get everything they want. But we walk away even though we're a little more uncomfortable. The greater good of Georgia is served. That's why you look at a state like Georgia, we've been number one in business the last 10 years. In the last 10 years in terms of growth and development, Georgia's been number. And I don't know too many niggas who want jobs who can't get them in Georgia. You know, you might not get the job you want, but goddamn, there's some good jobs here. You know what I'm saying? I had a cousin did 6 years federal penitentiary time in Alabama, came home, worked for the city of Atlanta. Now this nigga got everything. Nigga got the same watch. Nigga got a better cut. His paint job better. Nigga got the same thing. And talk to our young cousins about that type of stuff. So for me, we not perfect. There's no utopia, but I got a shot here. You know, I got an opportunity. I stand a chance. So what we need is more black people coming here for that reason. To say I'm willing to work hard and willing to learn. Right now, I give y'all a secret. Ain't nobody else gonna tell you until we figure out how to get a good statewide propaganda campaign. Georgia needs tradespeople, and they paying top dollar. Yes. So if you're a traveling nurse, you can come in and make 160 hours. They're gonna pay you 6 to 9 months. They're gonna send you back home. But if you're a nurse here, like if you're a high school girl right now, you don't know what you want to do. You're a high school boy, 17, 18 years old. You can start going to area techs or trade schools now, getting your real 2-year nursing degree. Go on, matriculate, get your 4-year nursing degree. You make $60 an hour. They paying that at Piedmont today, not tomorrow. And they short staffed. They need more nurses.
That's facts.
They need truck drivers because that port that's getting built in Savannah, them dump trucks got to come in and out. Y'all niggas who got out who might can't get no job, the shit you have buried in your mama yard, get a dump truck. Get your old lady to finance a truck. Get that motherfucker to move it. You know what I mean? Because right now they need it, and they're gonna need it for the next 15 to 20 years. There's a Georgia Youth Bill program that I support, that I talk a lot about, and that I've gotten money to. You know what I mean? Right. And they take 14 to 24-year-old children, they give them trades, electricians, carpentry, welding, that kind of shit.
What's the name of it?
Georgia Youth Bill.
Okay.
Shouts out to Randy over there. Shouts out to Christina. But they take these kids, so the same kids that love this kind of shit, you can have all this shit. And have a job where you ain't got to work yourself to death. You work solid hours, and not you can't have it on some imaginary shit. This is what they need now. You know, the governor, you know, I know a lot of niggas get mad, you know. Well, niggas don't get mad. Niggas understand. Niggas have worked with everybody. My black bourgeois people, folks on with the Morehouse shit. Why'd you take that picture? What? What was the governor?
Right,
nigga, you a Republican. I know, I'm just asking. Like, nigga, I know you vote Republican. I mean, you lying. I took the picture because I was interested in saying, hey, man, we need more trades program because our girls going to school. We need, instead of sending these little boys to jail, we did it. And a year, 2 years later, after you go through the fire, people say all these things with you. People who paid by another party to say things at the same party you helped win. After that, you get a call. He said, hey, I want you to come to the Georgia Workforce Summit. And then you get in there and you realize I'm in here with the most powerful people in Georgia. Yeah. I'm in here with the black woman who's the head of AT&T. I'm in here with the black man who's the head over at Lockheed Martin. I'm here with other black people, but I might be the only nigga in the room. Right. I might be the only person gonna come back off that mountaintop down to the valley and say on Simpson Road, on Ashby, hey, this is what's happening. For the next 10, 12, 15 years, I'm gonna tell these mamas out there with these boys, they need your boys holding hammers. They need your boys wiring shit. They need them on Tyler Perry studio. They need them behind trucks going up and down, and they gonna pay them a shit ton of money. Niggas gonna be able to buy all the jewelry they want to, out of old school. They want to have a pension, take care of the kids. All you got to do is direct them that way.
And all they got to do is show up.
All you got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up. It ain't hard. You know how to hook up a video game. You already smarter than me. You know? So I want to see us, man. I want to see this city be what it was for my grandmother. And that's a place for a girl who came out of Tuskegee, Alabama, came up here out the country. Yes. You know, they wasn't poor, but boy, they sharecropped until they bought their own land. She came here and she raised a foundation that gave a family, me and my sisters, all successful. One of my sisters, master beautician, other of my sisters, an accountant at Dillard University. We grew up right in the same neighborhood. We ain't Got too many tragedy stories, no family trauma. You know, we done went through everything every other black family, you know. But what we didn't ever do was stop persevering. And that's all I want to see us do. If we do that, I'll die a happy old man. I can be like Andy around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Andy Young is what I'm talking about for those who may not know. But that's how I want to be when I'm old. I want to say I contributed to an environment that could create more successful black people. If I do that, I'm good.
So let me ask you a question though. With that being said, do you think that vision is still possible since it's such a huge difference between the grandmothers of yesterday and the grandmothers of today?
Oh no, your grandma was a fucked up then too, man. Don't think your grandmother listen to no blues, then fuck your granddad. You don't know who your auntie dad is. Why your auntie light skinned? Everybody don't look like you. You know what I'm saying? Your granddad just a good nigga though. That's it, man. That's my daughter too. Your auntie got good hair like a motherfucker. Everybody run around this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So old people were not perfect. Go listen to their music.
No. I know. I know that. But I'm just saying, like,
what I'm saying is, when you become a grandmama, you can still do all that ratchet ass shit outside your house, but be a grandmama.
I think what she's saying is there's a difference between Mahalia Jackson and Sexy Red.
I ain't talking about Mahalia Jackson. Okay. I'm talking about Stagger Lee.
Okay.
Stagger Lee was a pimp who wore Stetson who killed the nigga. That was my granddad. I remember that's my granddad. I thought NWA was bad. I thought NWA was some bad shit. Yeah. He say, nigga, that shit ain't never Stagger Lee. Yeah, they ain't even killed nobody for real. I went to the library. That's when niggas still have like, you know, boo. I done went to the goddamn library. I done do it, the Dewey Decimal System, read up on this. The fuck? Found the record in the library. This shit said, this nigga was cold. Yeah, man, black people been doing it. Go listen to Muddy Water. Listen to B.B. King. Listen to how they say they women act.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Listen to how they say women act. They wasn't talking about the men. They wasn't talking about, oh, nigga, I want to kill this nigga. They say, man, this bitch done left me. Bitch done left me for another nigga across town.
Yeah, he's speaking facts.
You understand what I'm saying? Think about that now.
He's speaking facts.
But what your grandmother had sense enough to understand when she was 27, if I fuck up had this baby by this other nigga, because I ain't no Planned Parenthood then, I got to lock in with this nigga I'm with. I got to be 100% with him. And all I'm saying is for the grandmamas out there with y'all ratchet asses, lock in for them babies. Say that ratchet shit for the ratchet time. Go out to the club. Fuck all night. Do it to it. But for them 8 hours that them babies with you, them babies need to thank you, God, because you're the closest thing to God to them. You know what I'm saying? Your mama, you raised that girl. You can get mad about that girl, but you raised her. You knew her faults. You knew that motherfucker was slipping a little bit. So now that you got these grandmas, it give you a chance. I realized my grandma raised her so well because she had a do-over.
She had a do-over.
What do you mean by that?
She couldn't have children. She liked working outside. They say when she was a looker. And I gotta pull out later on the pendant. I keep her behind my mama. Usually people see the niece. My mama, they know about the niece. But Miss Betty was a country girl. My wife be telling my grandma was a lesbian. She be making, I'm gonna be child like this. My grandmama liked working outside till the day she died. She would cut on grass, cut on hedges and shit. She would die walking up a hill in my arms at 79 years old. So she never was really with no girl and shit. She didn't like cooking, being in a house, all that kind of shit. She understood as a woman, I'm going to do this to accommodate my husband and to take care of the child. So by the time she got of childbirthing years and got married, she had a lot of miscarriages. Because physically, she had worked about it in the field. Yeah. That's what her presumption was. But she had my mama naturally. I had a adopted aunt named Jean that died as a child in a fire. My autistic uncle that was adopted. My grandmother was an adopter and caretaker, like fosterer of children. Yeah. And shit, my mama was the only one she had, so she spoiled my mama right. Oh man, my mama had new clothes every season. My mama was pressed as she could be. And then somewhere along the lines, you know, my mama with all this, my mama wanted the I love you. I want her. And my grandmama,
that wasn't really her thing.
I remember told my grandma one time, I told Betty, I said, why you don't never say you love me? She said, nigga, I feed you. No, she said, I feed you, don't I? I feed your ass fat. She said, your lights on. And she said, what I got to say it for? You can't. And I went back to my room. And I'm talking about, dude, we argued at 7, 8, 9 years old. And I said, damn, like, she don't just say, she show us every day. Yeah. So I realized that at some point in her life, my mama gave her a do-over. My mama decided to have me at 15. She was at Frederick Douglass High School. She had me. And when she got married to I have 2 dads. When she got married to my second dad, she married, and my grandmother, I literally remember my grandmother saying, no, let him stay with me and Willie, and we'll raise him, and you gonna learn how to be a wife. See, my grandma kind of knew she had put some bad product out there. My mom, she tried to spoil the shit out of this girl. I ain't made her do too much, so she got to go learn, her and this guy learn each other. So my grandmother raised me and my sisters almost radically different than she raised my mom. She was very accommodating, my mom. My mom had a lot of friends. My sisters, she kept a closer eye on, that kind of. My sisters didn't get pregnant. They got out of the house. But I realized that she understood that what we put in these kids from morals and principles is, man, she got good morality even with my mother, but my mother just was spoiled with things. She didn't give us a lot of things, but what she gave us was principles.